Tonight on Game Night, Lincoln Damhurst, Nikki Pontius, Aaron Kapaki, and David Arnott will be playing Ted Alspach's Ultimate Werewolf Inquisition, oddly enough designed by Legend Dan Hoffman. It is a game for 3 to 12 players, and it is published by Bézier Games, so let's get to it.
Hey Dave, teach us how to play Ted Alspach's Ultimate Werewolf Inquisition, a game by Legend Dan Hoffman.
Yes, Aaron Kapaki, I will. All right, so in this game, if you've played the party game Werewolf, this is sort of a board game-ish version of it, or I guess a card game sort of version of it, which is kind of cool in a way. And it allows you to play with as few as 3 players, which is kind of awesome. So in our 4-player game, 3 of us will be villagers, and 1 of us will be a werewolf, okay? And the object is the same. The villagers want to find and kill the werewolves, plural. Huh? What? I'll explain in a second. The werewolf wants to keep all of the werewolves alive. And the reason that I say that is this doesn't matter anymore. It matters for purposes of this part of the game, but there are 12 residents in our village, okay? 4 of those residents are werewolves, represented by these cards, okay? Then the other 8 residences are these various specialty characters that live in our village. The prince is here, and the seer, and the hunter, and the bodyguard, and just to show you what I mean, hey, there's the witch, there's the seer, there's the hunter, there's the bodyguard. There's a werewolf, okay? There's 4 of these werewolf cards in this mix. So what the villagers are trying to do is they're trying to find and kill all 4 werewolves in here. What the werewolf is trying to do is keep enough of these brethren werewolves alive so that they outnumber the villagers. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right, so these will be face down. We'll shuffle them, of course. Someone, the start player, we will determine, is the Grand Inquisitioner, and they take this little token. And the way a turn works is as follows. Starting from the Grand Inquisitioner and going clockwise, that person takes one of these buildings. Excuse me. You take a building, so let's say I take the mayor, and then you do one of 2 things. You either take 2 votes, these are votes, and don't take the action, or you take the action. All right?
So you must have cubes if you're going to take the action?
No.
Okay.
This is just an action.
Okay.
But
give that to somebody else.
Yes, we clearly start with votes, and I somehow haven't done that, so we'll figure that out.
Each player gets 2 votes from the supply.
Okay.
There you go. So on your turn, you will take one of these things, one of these huts, they're called, and you will either take the action on that hut, or you will take 2 votes from the supply. All right? Taking 2 votes from the supply, in other words, passing, is the only other way you get votes. Well, with the exception of the prince.
So
because his action is take 4 votes.
Taking a roll is and not doing it is passing.
Correct. You must take, all of us must take one of these. And then you either do that or don't. So if you were to take the hunter, you either pass and take 2 votes, or in this case, the hunter's ability is you take 3 votes from the supply and you place it on any one thing.
Oof, okay.
That's why he's the hunter.
Yeah.
Okay? And you're putting it on a face down card, right?
Okay.
So we will all do that. We will all take one of these. Then, starting from the Grand Inquisitioner, we will all place 1 vote required. You are required to place 1 vote on one of these cards. It can be a card that already has votes, a card that doesn't have votes, it doesn't matter. All right? Okay. Once that's done once around, whichever card has the most votes on it is killed. We have lynched that, as the villagers, we have lynched that person for the day. If there is a tie, it is broken by the Grand Inquisitioner. Okay? That card is flipped over. If, for example, we killed the hunter, then the hunter is now removed from the game. That's 1 less hut we can now take. And then we move on, so that's the day phase, and then we move on to the night phase. Okay? The night phase works as follows. the Grand Inquisitioner picks, remember these are all face down. The Grand Inquisitioner picks a column. And this is the part that the rules don't specify. I mean, they tell you how it has to end up. So whoever is the Grand Inquisitioner, let's decide now how we're picking these cards up. They have to go back in the order you picked them up. So if I pick the cards up like this, so do we want to put the top card on top or the top card on the bottom? We need to all decide because we have to all do it the same way.
Okay, that's an easy mnemonic, right? Top
on
card
top.
on the top.
Okay, so
we pick them up like this. Top card's on the top. Top card's going to return to the top.
Got it? Everybody
Yeah.
got that?
Okay.
Okay, so let's say I'm the Grand Inquisitioner. I will pick this column up, and then what happens is as follows. This is night, right? So we all have our eyes closed.
Oh,
Okay?
Except for the Grand Inquisitioner, obviously.
Because he picked up the column, right? Any votes that were on these cards are removed and put back in the pool. Okay? The Grand Inquisitioner picks this thing up, and if he is a villager, he then passes it to the next player. So I pass it to Aaron. Aaron opens his eyes. I now close mine. He takes the card. If he is a villager, he passes it to Nikki. And he closes his eyes. But if it gets to, say, Nikki, now your eyes are closed, and you are the werewolf, you put the card, you look at the cards, and you figure out which one you want to kill, and you put it on the bottom.
So I face down.
Yes, which you're going to return the cards to the Grand Inquisitioner, because what's going to
You're
happen
gonna
is
put it
this.
on the
So
bottom
I'm going to
here.
mess up the order.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. So I look. 'Cause
Yes.
I'm a werewolf.
Yes.
All right.
And whichever card you want, remember, it's on the bottom.
Right, so it'd be the back of...
Right,
No,
this
it'd be
is the
the
top.
That's
Correct.
the top. So it'd be the card in front of you.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
At the
Okay.
It's going to become, that'll be more, believe it or
I've
not.
decided.
All right, and it goes back to Lincoln.
So I do this or whatever.
You pass it to Lincoln.
And then I pass.
Right?
Okay.
You can't look at them.
Oh, I don't. If I'm a
Only
villager,
a werewolf can
okay,
look.
Okay.
If you are a villager, you are not allowed to look at those cards.
Okay, cool.
How do you do that quietly enough?
Yeah, you have to be pretty quiet.
You do, and then the Grand Inquisitioner will put these back, reveal the bottom card. Hey, the hunter is killed again.
I just meant the looking at. You know?
Yeah, the
We
looking
should
at...
all handle the cards, though, I think.
The rules very specifically specify that this part of the game is not to be used for determining the werewolf. So you're not supposed to try to figure out, oh, I can hear someone do that. So yes, we'll do whatever we have to do to... So if you are not a werewolf, yeah, just go...
Right.
Everybody must do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the only way that's
I agree.
fair.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you'll know instantaneously.
Right. Yeah.
I agree.
Well, I won't, because I won't hear you unless the microphone is.
But that's what we'll do.
Well,
Yeah.
it's
Oh, that's true.
If the werewolf,
I'm looking at these things. Maybe I'm a werewolf.
no, and that's the other thing. You have to make a decision if you're a werewolf.
No, the werewolf
it'll
goes,
take you longer to
You gotta
pass
do it
the
quickly.
card.
The werewolf picks them up and it's all werewolves. He's
I think the
like,
werewolf
oh, man,
has
it's
to be
all
quick.
werewolves, damn it.
The werewolf has to
Okay.
be quick. I mean,
Well, I'm just saying there's. That's
Well, here's the
another-
deal.
He wants
Or-
to kill villagers. If there's any werewolves, it's very simple.
Well, yeah.
Just pick one of the.
but if it's 3 villagers, he's got to prioritize and
Yeah.
decide.
And more importantly, here's the deal.
Okay.
And we're learning, right? We're going to learn as we play this game. But if, for whatever reason, you do take an extra long time, and because we accidentally, from that, figure out you're the werewolf, then that's just your error.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, you're not supposed to
You're
try
not
to listen
supposed to
for
try
that.
to listen
Okay.
and figure it out, right?
That's all I'm saying.
yeah, I
get it.
understand.
Okay? So we're going to, this is, and then the Grand Inquisitioner.
so then the bottom guy's dead.
Right.
Okay.
Then the Grand Inquisitioner passes clockwise, and then we do the whole thing over again. You will take a hut, and you'll take a hut, and you'll take a hut, and I'll take a hut, and you either pass or take the action. If you do not have voting cubes, you are not allowed to vote.
So eventually, we're gonna. The werewolf wants to get rid of the cards
Right.
that are going to give us more power to be able to get rid of potential.
Well, all the
werewolves.
cards give you power. They're all good. Some are maybe better than others, but they're all, trust me, they're all good. They all give powers. Yes.
I think I missed something. The bottom guy is dead.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why
the
the
one
werewolf-
that the werewolf is killing at night.
So you would want to make sure you're.
So you're going to put the
Right, that's
Inquisitioner
why you want
in
to
front of the
die
row
in
that you're
this-
dealing with,
okay.
essentially.
If you want.
I mean-
you don't have to. You're the Grand Inquisitioner. It doesn't matter.
So okay,
The
you'll
row
know-
doesn't, it's a column, and it doesn't make any difference.
Yeah, call him. Yeah.
And when the cards when you get to 2 columns that only have 1 card in them, you essentially
that.
make column. Now, let's talk about some of these cards. So here's the minion, right? The minion is you take and you place 2 votes on a card. Pretty simple.
He's
sort of
he's a
So is it
smaller
blind
hunter.
essentially in the beginning?
yes. Here's the mayor. The mayor is
Well, go
The
ahead.
mayor is you give the Grand Inquisitioner to someone else.
Okay.
Okay? Or you can give it to yourself. I think you can give it to yourself as well. That person then becomes the Grand Inquisitioner for the rest of that turn, meaning that's where the voting will start. That person will be in charge of picking the column that night.
They win the tie for
and then
votes.
and then that will also rotate clockwise. So that's what the mayor does. Okay, the apprentice here, you have to pay a vote. But to pay a vote, you get to pick up any card and look at it. So if I took this, I would pay a vote, and I want to look at this card. When you look at a card, you put it back vertically.
Horizontally.
Yes.
Horizontally.
Wow.
Got it to come backwards. I'm on the other side of the
You're
table.
color dyslexic and he's just orientation dyslexic.
When you look at a card, you put it back horizontally. All right? That stays that way unless or until it becomes part of the column that's
selected.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay?
Sure.
So it knows.
Okay.
In other words, it's just
So
indicating
it's just
that somebody
indicating
knows
that
something about
someone's
that
view-
card.
Somebody
Right.
knows something about that card. All right? So that's what the apprentice here does. Okay? The witch, they're all pretty self-explanatory. Move all votes from any single card to any other single card.
So is the top? Okay, we'll go to
Okay.
the end.
The bodyguard, you replace all votes on a card with the bodyguard card.
So he's protecting that card.
Correct. That card cannot get votes,
Okay.
but it
I
can
need
still
to-
be killed at night by the werewolf.
Yeah, I need to know the significance of the votes. But go ahead. That's the lynching essentially.
The most votes,
Yeah.
the most cubes on a card, that
Is a
card
lynch.
dies during the
Okay.
day. That's
Okay.
the day lynching.
Okay.
So that's what the bodyguard does. The hunter, take 3 and put it on a card. The seer is essentially no different than the apprentice seer, except that you don't have to pay a vote to do it. View a card. You can view the card someone else has already viewed. You can pick any card you want, but I'm going to look at this card and it goes back like this. All right? The prince is just 4 votes. All right?
And then
what
the
about
other ones
these?
are take
Can you
2
choose
and
these?
place
Take
1.
2 votes and place 1. So it's an extra vote. Right? You gain 1 and you place 1. It's maybe better than passing, but it just depends. Depends on how many votes you have and where you want to put them and whatever. Okay, a couple more things. The first thing is, if when a column is returned at night, right, the werewolf has arranged the hand and put it back, and the Grand Inquisitioner puts it back and flips this up. If this is a werewolf, if a werewolf is killed at night, all vertical cards, all of them, not the horizontal ones, all vertical cards get reshuffled.
Wow.
So what's the point of that then? Is that because the werewolf wants
Because
to
the
rejigger
werewolf
everything?
knows the other 2 in the column and what position they're in. And so it shuffles his knowledge back into the
No.
randomness.
The
The
werewolf
werewolf
is
would be
killing
doing
a
that.
werewolf on purpose, right?
Oh.
He wants to scramble the people's
Or he
knowledge
had
of
no
what's
choice.
going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Right.
memory.
Or he had no choice.
Or we
yeah.
had no choice.
But it's rejiggering everything
Right.
so
Right.
that the villagers are on square one sort of.
Except
again.
for the ones that have been recently viewed.
yeah,
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, oh, okay, that's
I'm
right.
sorry. It also, in doing that, removes all votes from those vertical cards.
Okay.
So all the vertical cards, all the votes are removed from the vertical cards and they're reshuffled.
And then they're put back into columns of the same size and orientation, I assume?
Basically,
Right.
yes.
I like this already.
What,
It's kind of
okay, yeah, what are the victory conditions exactly, and when do they trigger?
I told you already, if the villagers can kill all 4 werewolves, they win. And if the werewolves can have more werewolves than villagers, they win.
Okay, you didn't say that actually. You
I
said
did.
at the beginning, you said the
I
werewolf
did.
wants to make sure that all the werewolves survive at one point. Okay, but so it's like the party game. As
Right.
soon as the werewolves outnumber,
But they have
the
to outnumber.
villagers.
Equaling number is not good in this case. They have to outnumber.
cool.
And that is the whole game. So, let me
Let's
shuffle these up and get
because
started.
We've looked at several of these,
Yes,
right?
please.
Well, did you choose a Grand Inquisitor, or are you going to just
No, we
start?
haven't done that yet. It's me.
It's you.
Okay.
Boo.
Shuffling up.
And
Dave's a werewolf.
werewolf.
Kill him.
Okay, I will.
Well, you can't kill me. That's the beauty of this game.
You're right. You're never out of this. Well, just kill all your friends and then.
So go ahead and lay 12 out.
All right. I'm waiting till we're inserting
Yeah,
back.
that's you.
'cause
That's
I
you.
was
That's
shuffling.
you.
Da, da, da. That's me. We need a little space for verticals.
So I can look at my character now?
You have to look at it. It'd be very...
I meant now.
Yes.
Right now.
You should look at it.
Okay. Done.
So you know
She's
what
the
you
werewolf.
are.
I know it.
Nikki's always the werewolf.
Always the werewolf.
Actually, if we were playing with Steve and Glenn, he's always the werewolf. And I am the Grand Inquisitor. Now, there is a special first rule that they say you don't have to do in a 3 or 4 player game. And that is, the first night, everybody closes their eyes, and the Grand Inquisitor announces that the werewolves get to see each other.
Oh, neat.
So they know who they are, right?
Sure.
Now, in
But
our
that's
game, of
optional?
course, we don't need to do that. However, I think we should do that. So that people watching at home know who the werewolf is.
Excellent idea.
Awesome.
Right?
So we all close our eyes?
So everybody close your eyes.
Okay.
And as the Grand Inquisitor, I announce that if you are the werewolf, open your eyes. All right, now close your eyes. And now it's day. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Here we go. Stretch thing. Okay. So I will start, and I will obviously, well, not obviously, but I will take this here, and I will look at this one. All right. My turn is done.
I will take the apprentice seer.
That costs you a vote.
I will pay a vote to look at this one.
Oh, and you can tell us what that is if you want.
Bah.
Okay. You are allowed to discuss what you've
Okay.
seen and what you've not seen.
Fine.
Well, he's the werewolf then.
Aaron is? Yeah, I kind of agree.
Well,
And the fact that he wouldn't want to tell us makes me think that's a werewolf.
Prince.
No, well, if anybody is about to put a vote on it, then maybe I'll confirm or
And you
deny
get 4
that.
votes for that.
3.
4.
Oh, 4. You were correct, sir.
You know, vote, 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 vote.
Well, I'll just tell you right now, I'm picking up this column.
Is that the one you just looked at?
No,
That's when I just.
Aaron looked at this one and said
Okay.
nothing. So it seems sneaky suspicious to me.
Why didn't you say something?
Because I hadn't discussed that rule yet. But part of the reason that I'm not picking up this column is because I looked at that card. Right? I
Right.
don't want the werewolf to get access to
But
this
you should
column.
tell us whether to put votes on it or not, if you really want us to
Oh, I see
win
what
the
you're
game.
saying. No.
Take and place 2 on
I-
1. Jeez, I don't want to just
All
blindly
of
place
yours
them.
is blind.
Yeah, that's. I
You
wouldn't
don't have
say
to do
that
any of that.
until you have
You
more
can
info.
just take-
You can take a
cubes.
thing, pass, and take 2 cubes if you
I'm
don't
gonna
want to.
do that because I don't
Or
want
you can put it on Aaron's card. He didn't say anything.
No, it's a villager. I'm not voting for that card.
All right.
Okay, but I'll do that.
You're going to place 2 on or pass?
I'm going to just pass.
Okay, so you get 2.
I'm a minion.
All right, so
Gozer.
starting with me, I could be crazy contentious, but let's just do something we haven't seen. Because we got to vote for something.
Ooh,
He says it's
she doesn't
a villager,
believe me.
right?
So here's the deal.
No.
Unless you
You're sneaky.
unless you double up one of those, I'm going to have the tiebreaker issue.
Which means that first one that you chose, right?
No, I'm going to do yours.
Oh, you tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You can literally
gonna
choose
do
anyone.
yours.
Okay.
Because that's going to tell me something about Nikki.
Is it?
Maybe.
You're just going to tell you that she doesn't believe me. She killed the minion. Or we lynched
I have the
him.
minion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Aaron.
He's the
I
werewolf.
told you not
he
to
said
vote
it was
for
a
it.
villager.
Yeah, but did you believe him?
When he said it's
Now
a
you
villager,
do.
I'm not going to vote for him.
Okay. So you
I
are
swear
now,
I'm not a werewolf.
So you are now that.
Yes.
Well, I'm technically that still.
Yeah, I think
because
you-
'Cause we have to vote, right?
Everybody close your eyes.
Yeah?
Wait, do you have to tell us which column you're picking first, don't you?
I'm just going to pick one. You'll see when it's gone in the morning.
Okay, fine.
I'm going to take...
No, it won't be.
Where did I put my vote? Here?
Yes.
I'm going to take this column.
Okay.
Can we close?
Yeah.
And we close our eyes.
Yeah.
And Dave picks up the cards. Top card stays on top.
Top card stays on top.
No, I thought you said top was the bottom.
Stop it.
Oh.
All right, so everybody close your eyes.
Okay.
And then I blah-blah-blah, schmangity-schmangity, and then I pass the cards to Aaron.
And then I blah blah blah. Maybe I'm looking at the cards and maybe I'm not. Maybe I'll put this one in front. Nikki's gonna stick out her hands and I'm gonna.
Well,
hand her
You
the
can both
cards.
open your eyes for the transfer. That's what you're supposed
For
to
the
do.
Oh,
transfer.
fine. I just. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm looking or not. Ooh, blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. And so I guess we will announce I'm transferring now, so Lincoln can look. Okay, well that works too.
Oh my God, you're clearly the werewolf.
I'm doing it to you. I'm doing what I was told.
I know, we're just joking. Top card stays on top.
Yeah, I didn't. I've started to monkey with them.
middle.
I'm like, oh wait, don't do that.
And the werewolves have killed.
Oh, we can open?
The seer!
Oh,
Oh, you have it. Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, wow.
Boo.
That was unfortunate.
That's why. Yeah.
That is unfortunate.
That was,
Here
that
you
was
go,
an
Brand.
unfortunate column choice, Grand Inquisition.
How did I know? No, we didn't even see that column.
Should have chosen the one that you had information on.
No, I know that I don't want that card to go.
We all put these back now,
Yes.
or when?
Yes.
well, I haven't. Oh, I hope you guys didn't see that, but it doesn't matter.
I didn't.
Wow. Okay, I'm out of votes, so I'm gonna just take the prince.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, we need to know something, and we don't have.
We have an apprentice here still.
I know.
Yeah.
Where's the
Once that's
apprentice?
gone, we're toast.
Okay, so
He's been promoted to regular.
Right.
I have enough, so I will pay. I will take him, and I will do that. And I look right now.
Yes.
Yep.
So, yep, pick a card.
Can I look at what's...
Pick a guy with a vote.
You can look at one
Yeah.
that's already been looked at.
I'll do this one.
Yes, absolutely. That's a good one because it's got a vote.
Okay. Okay.
Sideways.
Goes back
Go
this way.
back.
Yeah.
And how do we feel about that card now?
We feel good.
We
about
want to.
that
Do we
card.
want to vote on that
We
card?
do not want to keep voting on that card.
We do not. Okay.
We do not.
Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that.
We
same
don't
thing.
want to do that, you're saying?
We don't want to vote on either of those.
I don't know, man.
It's like a total crapshoot.
I know.
There's
that's
4 of them.
Yeah. So are you doing the action on the
I'm
card?
going to take 2 cubes because I don't want to vote on something that I feel bad.
Here's the deal, though. You're going to have to do it anyway. So.
Well-
No, she said not. Oh, you don't believe her?
I don't know.
Or you're the werewolf? Oh, this is genius.
I don't know.
All right. Well, I'm going to take this, and I'm going to take 1 cube. I'm going to place a cube here, just to mix things up.
And now we do the regular voting
Starting with
round.
you, we do the regular voting.
I'm going to vote for that guy. Don't know what he is.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Right.
We'll
Well,
find
but this is information, right?
Yeah.
She says not to vote on it, and he
And he
does.
voted.
So that
Yeah.
could tell us something, but I don't want to kill that because I don't want to know. I don't know. It's a question of who
we
you,
don't want to know?
It's a question of who you want to trust.
I'll tell you. It'll tell you. It'll tell you probably right away. It
will probably tell you who to
who is
trust,
bad,
yeah.
and it could be one of us.
Right, but
I mean, not that it matters, but it means that their votes are potentially. I don't know. Now we've got a 3-way tie. So do whatever you want.
it's your vote.
I'm not the guy.
You have to vote still.
Oh, we just keep voting?
No, this is the vote round.
We all take a card action.
Didn't I
and
just
we
do
all-
that?
No, you
What?
took the action round.
Oh,
You still have a vote.
he's dying.
Wow.
Ooh.
Well, now it's on me. I'm going to see
Wow.
what happens. I want to
Okay.
see what happens.
Yeah, sure. So this guy dies. He
Yep.
has the most votes.
Yep.
It's the witch,
Oh,
which is a power we never used yet.
boo.
Really, Boo? You're the one that wanted to kill that.
I know. I didn't trust Nikki.
Yeah.
All right.
Now Nikki doesn't trust me. That's wise,
Yeah.
Those go back.
You're questionable.
but that's understandable. I've fought
Let's
to
go
kill
back.
her. That's
You pick a
terrible. I
column.
was for
Okay.
certain it was a werewolf.
Hey, we can slide these in now, right?
If you want.
Or just...
It's fine. Wow, we're screwed.
Yeah.
We're not. We're going to.
No,
We haven't
we're
killed a
hosts.
single
I'm
werewolf.
going to pick
We'll get
this
one.
column and clear the votes off of it.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
And then
Okay,
I do
so
this.
we-
Top card stays
Yep,
on top.
close your eyes.
Night. It's night. Everyone's
Yep.
closed their
Yep.
eyes. I'm looking at these cards. I'm moving them around and putting the one I want to. Okay, now I'm opening my eyes and passing the cards to Nikki.
Okay.
And Nikki's got the
I'm
cards.
probably wrong about
They're
Nikki.
closed?
And they're closed. I'm back to sleep.
Okay. Okay. Lincoln. Close my eyes.
Dave?
This is the top card.
Wait, can I open my eyes now?
What?
No,
No.
Dave's not
No.
done looking.
Okay.
Here you go. Here you go, Aaron.
We go.
We're done.
Yeah.
We can now
Oh,
look.
I can
so I
open
put them.
my eyes.
The top card
Yeah.
goes on
Who
top.
needs to
Yep.
announce
Yeah,
that?
someone needs to say. Right.
Sorry.
Open
Okay.
your
sorry.
eyes.
And then it's werewolf.
Yeah,
guys.
baby.
Ooh.
Oh. Maybe that means they're both werewolves.
Well, that's got me wondering.
Oh, but all the vertical cards go.
So every time we kill a werewolf, they all go?
Every time the
I
werewolves
misunderstood.
kill a werewolf.
The werewolves kill a werewolf?
Well,
'cause
should the
that's who
werewolf
the
pick
werewolf
who
just
is on the
put
bottom,
that on
right?
the bottom, right?
I'd like to point out that I had cubes on at least one of those
I
cards.
started those cubes.
Yeah, okay, fair. No,
Okay,
you didn't.
you're right.
I started
You're
those
right.
cubes. You jumped on the bandwagon.
You're right.
Oh, crap.
But we don't know which one it was.
What
did
are you
do?
worried about now?
It was 2, 2, 3, 2, I think.
Wow.
This was all 3.
We've had 4 die.
This was all 3.
And
this
the-
was
this
going to
one
be.
and this one died.
one's a 1,
Yes.
and the other 2 were 2s.
Okay.
You have to, in
You're
theory,
right.
keep the
Why,
column.
why is that?
Columns
Because the
same
columns
number.
were that size.
I think that's.
You were the
If I remember
shuffler.
correctly, I believe that is the rule: is that you have to.
That makes sense.
You
Otherwise,
return
you're
the
right.
columns to sort of how they were.
Okay.
You only combine columns when you're down to 1 card in 2 separate columns.
Okay.
Wow.
And I pass
I'm
this
really
to the
slow.
left, and Nikki starts a new day.
Okay. I start a new
You
day.
choose a card.
Yep.
I'm wondering.
If your prince will come.
It's probably pretty blind. It'll probably ruin. I really want to do that.
Do it.
3 of them.
Yep.
That's pretty blind. But you don't know what that is now. You're just killing someone.
I want some
You
information.
arrogant
man.
fool! You've killed us all.
Exactly.
I want to find out what the hell she's killing.
That's a great idea.
Turn it this
Turn it
way.
sideways.
Okay.
Should we keep killing
So here's
it?
a question: are we interested in?
We
killing
do
it?
not want her to die.
We do not want this card to die.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, for what it's worth, Nikki said to save the other card, and you chose to kill it. So, do I believe you or not?
I don't know.
You know what? I took
3 in
3
place
from
of 1.
my.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
so
no,
you
yeah,
took-
you take them
Cool.
from
Oh
me.
yeah. No, you don't do that.
I don't know though. The weird thing is she just blindly did that, right?
Yeah, that was kind of. Well, she's just trying to shake stuff up.
Yeah. But what we definitely.
Oh, we don't have the witch.
We definitely. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
I know. We
This
killed
is
that
it.
power.
I could
why.
move those to somewhere else.
If.
Can't eat ifs, baby.
She's also the Inquisitor, man. So she gets to break the vote.
You could take that power back.
Done.
There you go.
Give me that mayor. Give me that inquisitor.
So she didn't get to Inquisit?
No. You still get to choose a thing.
Yeah, I know.
And do a thing. Wait, did I really want to do that? That seems dumb.
I think, well, if you don't trust Nikki, you took away the power for her to break ties and
Yeah, but that means he can be
choose
the
the
werewolf
column.
then.
Yeah,
But only if there is a tie, right?
right. Okay. Nikki said to save the guy, and then Lincoln piled cubes on it to kill it.
Right.
I don't trust Lincoln.
Okay.
So I'm going to do. He said to save this guy, I'm going to add a vote to him. I'm going to take 2 and place it there. I think that's a werewolf.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And now we vote?
We're done. So go for it. This is dead. This is determined as
Not
dead.
yet.
No! We have 4 cubes
Doesn't
to place.
matter. He's not going to solve that. I thought we were just saying it was done.
No, now the voting round happens.
Oh, okay.
I guess I'll keep piling them on that guy.
Werewolf. Werewolf.
I don't trust anybody around me.
And I'm not wasting a vote.
You have to.
You're required to.
It's a werewolf lynching.
Well,
But it's
not
not
putting it on
wasting.
there.
It's not wasting, right? It just stays there for later.
Yeah.
For afters.
Well, farewell to the ease of this game.
Ooh.
Werewolves.
Well, no, she.
She put 3 cubes on there. She did it blindly, admittedly.
Yeah, but she didn't know. I mean, it's a werewolfy move. I will grant you.
I don't even know, man. I don't know how she would know. Even if she was the werewolf, how would she know?
She's good.
It's completely blind. But not only is it completely blind, it's the one card that's going to tell us anything now.
Right.
Where we do everything completely blind from now on.
All right. Well, we need to protect this card. So this is my column.
Wait a second.
This is the column.
You also just put that one on top.
I knew someone was going to make that mistake, and it was me. Everybody, close your eyes.
Okay.
Close your eyes. Thank you for not having your eyes closed when I did that by mistake. That would have been bad. That would have been very bad.
Werewolf. Okay, now I don't trust any of you guys.
No, I don't
Exactly.
trust
All right, Aaron, open your
anybody.
eyes.
All right, I'm taking the cards. I'm looking at maybe jumping around if I'm the werewolf. Okay, this guy's gonna die. Okay,
Okay.
Nikki, open your eyes.
Fantastic.
Here you go, hand this.
All right. Close your eyes.
All right, they're
werewolf.
closed.
Mmm. Tasty.
Yeah,
yumminess.
mm-hmm.
Flesh is good. I like it.
Dave, you should have chosen a smaller column because that would have the possibility that the werewolf would have to choose between two werewolves. You chose the column that gave
Here
the
was the
werewolf
problem.
the greatest
I'll-
choice.
When I get my eyes open, I'll explain to you
Okay.
what I did and why I did it. It was maybe a mistake, but I'll explain
Here
to
you
you
go,
why I
Dan.
did it. I didn't want this card to die, and it already had 2 votes on it. So what I was trying to do is get the votes off of it.
I understand that.
I don't know if that's a mistake.
What
but
about that one there?
Wait, is it time to open
I've
it?
seen.
Oh, you
yes,
know that
I've
card.
seen that card, and I didn't want it to go away. Does
Oh,
that make
you've
sense?
seen it. I see.
Yeah, I'm the one that turned it
Okay.
horizontal in the first
but
place.
I think you also gave the werewolf
Doesn't it
the
turn
greatest
sideways
choice.
again?
No, it's now once
No,
it gets
'cause we don't
picked
know which
up,
one it is
the
now.
votes get removed.
Oh, that's right.
Don't get me wrong; it could still be killed by the werewolf this round, but the point was I didn't want it to die in the voting process.
Yes. Oh, the
Bodyguard.
bodyguard.
And we never used it.
Werewolf is kicking butt in this game.
Yeah.
Oh my
There's
God!
3, and
There's
it's 3.
We're one away.
We have
You are
to
the
have
stripper.
perfect werewolf kills.
So
I don't even have any
go
votes.
Back.
We have to be 3
Well,
for
you
3.
guys made me vote 1.
You have to. You're required
I
to.
know.
We have to lynch 3 for 3 now.
Okay.
To win the game.
Okay. Well, tell us how to do it.
I don't know.
I don't know either without any knowledge.
Do the opposite of what Nikki says.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
what we should do.
Yeah.
But we have no way to know.
She
of
didn't
anything
know,
now.
though.
She guessed blind.
She
That's the
totally
crazy
guessed
part
blind,
about it.
So I don't know. But I wanted to know, since she put everything on that one, I wanted to know.
Yep.
And holy cow, was it the right card?
Well,
So-
I'm sorry that
Yeah, we're.
I didn't believe you.
I told
I
you
couldn't-
guys.
well, 'cause it
I
was
also
the turn
said
before.
we don't
The
want her
turn
to die.
before. It was the
I
turn before.
terribly said we don't want her to die.
But you also.
Oh, you said her.
Randomly
You're right. You said
killed
her.
it. I
didn't mean
I
to.
didn't even pick that up. I didn't even pick that up.
I'm like, we don't want her to die.
We're not really good players. Would have picked that up.
I picked it up, but I didn't think
picked
we
it up.
should.
Oh, no.
I thought he was
I
giving
think
too
you
much
should.
information that
He was doing it on.
I guess
He's
he
allowed.
could- he's allowed to just say,
First off, he's
I'm
allowed to
also
do
the
it.
werewolf.
But
That's the
secondly,
seer.
he clearly did it by accident. That's even more truth.
Or maybe I was a werewolf and I wanted
No,
it.
you,
It was
if you were a
distracting
werewolf, you
guys.
wouldn't have. I don't know that you would have thought that out. That the gender thing. That was pretty genius, though.
Okay, so we need to get 3 for 3 to win, and we have no way to gain any knowledge about the cards.
No.
Right? All right. Then I'm going to choose the hunter and put 3 on this one.
Woo!
Okay.
We're gonna pick a werewolf or we're not. That's
True.
it.
Oh my gosh.
Nikki P.
Yeah.
Well, here's the beauty of it. He doesn't know, right?
No, you hope it is a werewolf. Lincoln the werewolf.
We have a
No,
50%
no, I do want it-
chance.
I'm saying
we have a
I'm hoping
50% chance. Takes 4
I need
cubes.
4.
Here you go. Take your 4 cubes.
You said hope that's not a werewolf, Mr.
Yeah, I
Freudian
know,
slip.
but I've slipped all along.
No, but he tried to protect.
I tried to protect her
right.
like you can't
I know.
believe.
I agree.
I know.
If I were a freaking werewolf, I'm the dumbest werewolf ever.
I were a freaking werewolf.
Shoot. I don't know. I'm just gonna put one. I don't know anything.
No.
I'm gonna do the same thing you did. I'll take one for myself, and I'm gonna place one here.
Now we vote.
I like it. I'm scared to give you the right to tie. I'm just scared. Sure. Let's put
I'm
it.
not killing anything but the one.
Okay, 50-50 shot. The game is over now if this is a villager, right?
Right.
It's the
And it's a
hunter.
Fart.
And by all I mean, hooray!
What?
You're the werewolf.
Woo!
How can you be the werewolf? We all screwed up so bad.
Here's how I really screwed up. The very first card I looked at was a werewolf.
And you said, don't kill that
I had
guy.
to turn this way, and I said, "Don't kill that guy," which is the dumbest thing. If at any point you had looked at the card I looked at, I was completely found out.
You even reminded her on her turn when you're like, you can look at one that I've already looked at.
Yes,
and she
well,
looked
because
at the
you
other
can.
one.
'Cause
I
you
know.
can. That was why I Grand Inquisition that Inquisitors that column. I
It
had
was
to get
fishy.
that.
It was fishy.
I had to get that.
You even
card.
came up with an excuse for it.
I did.
Yeah. So the werewolfies won.
Let's see where they were though. Do we get? Wow. Well, 2 of
They were
them.
trending with some votes, but
Yeah.
wait. So I put the hunter killed himself. I hunter cubed those that card
The hunter's a
It's a
knucklehead.
depressing village.
a little
I
bit.
give up.
Yeah.
So, well, before
Let's play it again.
You want to play?
Let's
again?
play it again and wrap it. Yeah, this was quick enough.
Do you want to wrap it up? You want to talk about it now?
No,
And
let's
play it
talk
again?
about
Yeah,
more
let's
done.
play it
Let's
again
play it again.
and see if
Okay.
we. All right.
Yeah,
Now that we know,
We made a mess.
now that we
of
might
it.
have some skill, keep 2 cubes. Keep 2 votes.
Oh, I was so disappointed when I drew that stupid werewolf card.
You were?
Yes, I don't like being the werewolf in these games.
Yeah, I don't either. It sucks.
Hilariously, Nikki just targeted. I completely had it wrong. Never had it right on the other side of the board.
I know.
In a way.
I kept like killing things at random and
Oh, and after I totally boned it by
saying not to kill.
yes,
them.
I should have absolutely said, guys, this is a werewolf.
Yeah.
I absolutely should have done that.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely, right? Because then it shows up it's a werewolf. You'd never suspect me for the rest of the game. But I didn't know how good or bad knowing me or not.
You're right. It's not like the party game where you're gonna die as soon as someone's sure you're a werewolf.
Not only
you
that,
still have power to keep
right.
playing.
Not only that, but
Yeah, they just don't. They don't take your word for anything after that.
Right.
They mention at one point in the
Doesn't
end of the
do as
rules
good of a
that
job.
I can't think of what the situation would be though, but they mentioned in the rules that it's more. It says, note to the werewolves: it's more important to keep these werewolves alive than to hide your identity. If you are in a situation where letting people know you are the werewolf manages to save one of these guys, then that's what you should do, right?
I would have liked to have been able to look at the cards. That was terrible. I only got to look at a card once.
Well, yeah, me too.
That's what I
me-
thought for sure it was Nikki, man. Killing it. Ugh, it was terrible.
Somebody said
losing-
Oh,
something,
she's
and
already
I
got it too.
decided,
So
okay,
does
I
he.
trust that guy. It's probably a werewolf.
Take them back from her.
You don't want to just give me 4 votes?
No, werewolf. All right. Phew! I got lucky. I made a blunder on my very first
I know.
turn, and I got lucky.
Well, and I
did.
said, don't kill her.
right. No, but
But
that's
no,
not
that
that's
could
not
be-
a blunder. That
That's
was great.
strategic knowledge.
If I had cared, I would have picked
I
up
heard
on that.
the her.
Past that,
Oh
she
my
should
God,
start.
the
Sure.
her.
It's the only other her besides the witch, and I think the witch
everybody
was
look at
already
your
gone.
card.
I don't know.
Yeah, the witch and the seer were already dead.
Oh, thank God I'm not a werewolf this game.
I didn't know.
Well, the mayor could be a woman.
Look
Of course,
at
she's
your card.
not over there.
Look
yeah,
at your
I
card.
already did.
Everyone look at your card?
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's
All right.
right. We're supposed to close our eyes.
Everybody close your eyes.
Oh,
Oh, right.
Yes. Werewolf. Open your eyes. All right. Close your eyes. And now everybody open your eyes.
All I know is I am not a werewolf.
Okay,
Whatever
Aaron's the
you say.
werewolf.
Whatever you
Aaron's
say,
the werewolf. I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna play right now on the supposition that Aaron's the werewolf.
Plus, I flipped my villager card at one point because I was like, putting
We
stuff
didn't-
You
back.
did say, I hope you guys didn't see it, but I didn't
Oh,
see
I
anything.
didn't.
I didn't see it.
That made me think you were the werewolf when you said that.
All right, Nikki.
I guess it doesn't
Oh,
matter,
me?
but
Yeah.
Yeah,
just-
we decided you
I'm
started.
going to be the seer, of course.
Yeah,
All right.
good plan.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Closest to me because it's closest.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. That's why.
Put it back sideways.
Put it back sideways.
Sideways.
Whenever you look at one, you put it
All
back
right.
horizontally.
We probably want to keep that one in play.
Okay.
Okay.
So we don't want to kill that
We
one.
do not.
All right. I believe her.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know anymore.
I'm not-
My skills at figuring
You
this
don't
crap
Oh my God. So where it's one of these two. It's absolutely
No,
one of these
I
two.
don't know. I mean, I'm not good. Clearly, I didn't have you at all.
The thing is if you don't trust me, you could have looked at this
That's
one.
I know.
And confirmed that you
Maybe
had a
somebody
friend
will.
or not.
Right. That's why Lincoln is the werewolf.
Ah, stupid. You're right. Ooh, gonna do 3. Oh, trust me.
Random kills.
He's the werewolf again.
Oh, why did I do that?
Seriously.
Why did you do that?
Dumb.
Because he's the werewolf again.
I'm really not. It was dumb. I should have tried to extract information from him first.
Yes. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do.
I told you not to kill him.
I'm going to take the mayor and give this to you so
What?
that you can preserve this column that Nikki's looked at. Just so if Nikki's the werewolf and she chooses that column and messes it up.
Interesting.
Because I think one of us should
Why are
inspect
we
He's
it.
the werewolf,
We should
man.
inspect
He's
these
doing stuff
cards.
Oh
already.
my
Deciding
God.
on
I
the
think I
werewolf
believe you
again.
now.
What?
So so now we're voting. So you
Yeah.
say we need to save this, right?
Yes, I did.
And did I screw up here?
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna vote there.
What?
I don't know what to do either. I'm not gonna.
It's not your
it's
vote.
Nikki's voting.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I need cubes.
Not yet.
Well, you said
this
to
one is
save
now
this guy.
this one is now dying thanks to me.
Not correct. If they both vote for one of those, you can break the tie.
Yeah, but I'm not. I only know about one card. I'm not gonna
Okay.
vote on. I'll try.
Dude, it's so
But
the
you
first
don't
turn
like
is
your
always
turn.
random.
I know. Anyway, go ahead, Nikki. It's your turn.
I trust her. For better or for worse, I trust her.
I don't trust anybody.
Me.
You could all be werewolves for all I know.
So should I do that?
Well,
if you put a vote here, I will absolutely. Now, so I break the tie, and you're saying we should save this, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's kill this one then.
Oh my god.
What are the odds?
I don't know.
That is ridiculous. Oh, that is ridiculous.
How
I
would
picked
know?
this one.
How would
I
I
picked
know?
this
I
one.
just wanted to pick
You
one.
are so the werewolf. You had some weird psychic
didn't
connection.
know.
That is
Lord,
ridiculous.
it's a werewolf. Oh my gosh. You're not good
my
at
God.
picking it.
That is absolutely
That was
ridiculous.
absolutely random, and everybody knows it.
All right, everybody, close your eyes.
No, tell us which column you're picking
I'm choosing
first.
this column.
Okay.
This is on top.
Werewolf.
Close your eyes.
Wait, did you put the top one on top?
We didn't
Oh my god! Oh my god!
We didn't
All right, Aaron,
want to.
open your eyes.
All right.
You don't have to take the cards with your eyes closed. You can.
I opened them. I'm putting the top one on top. Oh, juicy.
What?
You look tasty. All right. I'm
Oh, that
arranging
is the
cards.
classic triple feint. You are so the werewolf.
Okay, Nikki, here, open your eyes. Here's the cards.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
Your eyes closed.
Yeah, I'm back to
Werewolf?
sleep. Yep.
All right. La la la. Okay, time to pass to Lincoln.
Blah blah blah.
Such a quiet werewolf over
Blah
there.
blah blah. Said the werewolf. Are you done? All right, everybody, open your eyes.
Thank you for
Top
announcing.
card. Werewolf! All right, so we got one out. Oh, goodbye, cube. Hello, shuffle.
So
So
it's 1 and 3.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, just that one.
Oh, I meant to look that up between games, and I didn't.
Oh, I'm sure it's got to be that way, right? All right,
That
let's
one
all-
doesn't get shuffled as well?
No,
No,
the vertical
only
ones
ones we
only.
know.
Only the
Because
vertical
we want
ones.
to.
All right, so if you want to take the seat. Oh.
This is craziness.
All right, there we go.
Okay.
Here you go, werewolf.
Yeah, have fun.
You guys have to believe me because I'm going to give up my vote for the day to follow up and check whether Nikki tells the truth or not.
All right.
Okay. We
Yeah.
absolutely need to save that card.
Okay.
Nikki's a villager. That's a very important card.
My turn?
Says
Yep.
the werewolf.
Your turn.
I know. He's,
Oh, I tricked you into believing my strategy there. Yeah. Go ahead. You know. You know what it is.
Go ahead, Nikki P.
Werewolves. There are two werewolves over
This
there.
blows. There can only be one. There can only be one.
so boring. I'm just going to do the prince.
Here's 4 cubes. Sometimes you just got to take the cubes.
I won't do that because I don't want to take too many. I don't want to place 3 because I don't know anything now.
Are you gonna place one?
Yeah.
You have
Right.
to. Right?
I know.
Oh, no,
No.
you don't have to. He could just pass and take 2.
Correct. All right, before I take my roll, obviously the two of you see we need to protect this card. And you're saying we need to protect this card as well?
Yes.
And
Even though it was randomly selected for the
No.
hunter cubes, wasn't it?
No, I looked at it.
After she randomly placed 3 cubes on it.
Is that the case?
Isn't that what happened?
No,
I
he
did
looked
not
at it
do that
first.
crazy
You
move.
guys- somebody else did
I
3.
put the cubes on it, but I
Okay.
think it's a mistake.
Okay.
And to prove that, I believe that that is a mistake. I am going to take. Oh, this is terrible. Because you do have to, here's what I'm saying, here's what I'm realizing, right? In a 4-player game, there's always less information because there's only two cards that let you look at things. Mm-hmm. So you have to go off of other people's information. Dang. Dang and more dang. Do I want to do the mayor or do I want to move those cubes? So here's the deal. You had 2 chances to protect that card, but you didn't.
How so?
You could put the bodyguard, or you could
okay,
take
yeah.
the witch and move them
Yep.
to another card. Although I can understand why you wouldn't want to do this because you're just picking a card at random.
Another one. I don't want to. I don't want to kill anything.
Well, but the
you're right.
bodyguard takes 1 off.
No,
and
it's
then
all.
No.
protects it.
You replace all cubes on a card with the bodyguard
okay.
card. Oh, That means the cubes are then gone after that.
Right.
Yeah.
They're wiped out, right?
Oh, I don't know who to trust. I can only trust Nikki right now. That's my problem.
Yeah, you never want to trust Nikki.
I'm trying to trust you. What are you doing? You're trying to talk me out of it? That's just madness. I will do that. That's my turn. Aaron doesn't get to vote. Nikki?
Right. So either you are a werewolf and you're trying to backtrack your move to kill the guy.
I'm trying to figure out whether I believe him or not.
Okay.
I
And so
believe
this can't receive votes.
I believe Nikki is a villager. And
I do too.
And I know that I am. So the werewolf is one of you two. I don't know which one of you two is the problem. That's my problem.
Take a vote. I can't vote.
Aaron says we need to save that, right?
Yes.
Nikki says we need to save
I
that.
need to say.
Well, we just don't put a vote on it.
No, I'm not going to, but I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
What's going on is either you're the werewolf or Aaron is the werewolf.
I'm not going to vote.
You have
You
to.
have to
yeah.
vote.
The game requires you to. I am going to put votes. Put a vote here.
Yeah.
All right, tiebreaker.
Do I want to spare that guy and give the werewolf a one-column choice and no choice at all? I kind of think that might be the right thing to do, right?
I don't know.
They're all random. We know nothing about these cards.
Whatever a werewolf would do, that's what you should do.
No, that's not what I should do.
I do have a question.
Go for it.
Because this is the bodyguard, does it still get picked up?
If I chose
Yeah,
that
once the
column-
voting is gone, this,
Okay.
this
Yeah, the bodyguard goes to sleep at the
This
end
is
of
the day
right?
phase, and then we go to the night phase.
I was wondering because it would be interesting if this locked it
No.
and you
It
could
would be
only
interesting.
grab those
Right.
two.
Right.
Yeah, but then wouldn't
that's
get
okay.
killed in the nighttime thing, which
I think
Oh, interesting.
it's absolutely better not to give the werewolf a large choice of 3 people to kill.
Okay.
So I'm going to kill this guy.
Okay. Woo!
remember
Who placed that one? Who placed that one?
I did.
Yeah!
And then I'm going to choose this column at night. So the
Okay.
votes come off of it.
But that's going to die?
That will.
Yes, but I don't want to give the werewolf a choice between 3 good villagers and they choose the best. Here's
If it's
their
a villager,
choice.
then it's dead. But if it's a
Right.
werewolf, it's also dead, right?
Right.
That's what he's thinking is.
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know that I
That's
agree with
werewolf thinking right there.
it. I kind of agree, but close your eyes.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
Can we skip the eye closing phase?
Because we know. There is no point.
There's no point in rearranging
Sure, I
the
don't
deck.
care. You guys care? Nice.
Minion.
Werewolf.
But we...
There was no shuffling to do.
Whatever,
that.
werewolf.
That's what I'm saying. No, I just chose a werewolf
Pass
to be lynched.
the Inquisitor. I keep wanting to say the Inquisitioner.
I know, it's not good.
We have the prince too.
Look, now we have a square.
Circle makes a square.
Oh my god.
Okay.
You and I both have no votes.
I'm gonna pay.
Nor do
one
I.
Yeah.
to
Wow.
Look.
Okay.
What are you gonna look at?
Look at Lincoln's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at Lincoln's and let us
Why?
know. Because then I know.
Then you still know that one of us is the werewolf and we both lied.
Do we want to save that card?
Yes, we do.
All right, so Aaron is the werewolf.
Yeah.
I'm taking 4 cubes.
I am going to... I'm going to take the hunter before Aaron can. And I'll put 3 here. Oof. It has a vote already. We're going to have to kill something. I don't want Aaron to put cubes on those 2 cards.
I'll take the Inquisitioner power of choosing the row again. And again, not vote for the day.
Yeah,
Look at me voluntarily
Yeah,
giving
whatever.
up my
You're
power.
a werewolf.
Go ahead.
I'm not. You're married to a werewolf. I'm sorry to tell you.
Go ahead, Nikki P. Well, here's the deal. If you don't want your vote to count, you can just put it here, right?
His vote doesn't count now anyway.
No, but he can add a vote for the next round.
Oh, right. You're right. It'll be washed away if he puts it there. Otherwise, he's adding to something random.
Right. You can take this column, Aaron? Or this column? Which one are you going to try to kill? This one or this one?
The one with the most power.
Let's see what this is. Come on! Oh, hey. At least I'm glad I used it in time. All right. Which column are you going to take?
What do we have left? We have...
2 werewolves.
Are we supposed to take werewolf cards out when we do that?
Oh, interesting. Yeah, probably.
Just so there's less of those to choose?
I would say yes.
But wait, why are there... Oh, because we all have one
It
in front
hasn't.
of us.
It hasn't been a factor yet.
You're right, but it could if there's... Well, you're right. If
that
there's
makes
only
sense.
one of these
Yeah,
roles
you're absolutely
left.
right. You're
Okay.
absolutely right.
So we have 2 werewolves, mayor, seer, prince.
I don't understand this pronoun "we" that you're using.
I'm trying to decide. I know what this is.
Right.
I don't want to choose this column for the werewolf to kill.
I like that you're playing it up to the end.
He is playing it up to me.
You guys are going to love the end of
Random.
this game. You guys are going to love the end of this game. They both looked at this card, so I have to choose this one.
Okay.
Okay, close your
I
eyes.
got no problem with that.
Okay. Did I pick it up right? I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did.
You slid
All right.
it downwards.
I slid it right down. I kept this top card on top.
hope
I
you
kept
get it
this
right.
juicy guy
It
on
doesn't
the
matter.
bottom.
Actually, it
'cause we
doesn't-
don't know anything about that.
We don't know
row.
anything about that row, so
You're right. It doesn't.
ultimately doesn't matter.
It only matters now that Nikki's going to rearrange it. Here you go, Nikki. Here's
Oh my
your-
God! There is no way Nikki is the werewolf.
I know. Lincoln's the werewolf.
I'm not the werewolf.
You are the werewolf, man.
It's either Lincoln or Aaron.
But we're not giving
I'm
you the
telling
best
you,
two
I
choices.
protected that. I said we need to protect that guy.
I know. You had to cover for yourself.
You
Yeah.
you
and then
understand?
I picked that werewolf to kill it.
Nikki
right?
knows what card I saw and said that we're both villagers. She's just calling me a flat-out liar.
Okay, Lincoln.
I have provided Nikki as much proof as possible in this game that I'm on the villager side.
No.
I don't know about that.
You know, despite the fact that
You're
I say
the-
you're the werewolf, I still
have no
think- I
idea.
still think it could be either you or Lincoln.
You, Dave, again could be the werewolf. You just hunted a random person to death.
I'm not. I prevented you from... Open your eyes. Open your eyes. There you go. I told you why I did that, though.
So
had an
that I wouldn't do it?
I had an actual reason, yeah.
All right. The werewolf has selected the witch, which is a pretty good card for protecting stuff. 2 wolves,
Bring your
4
cards back.
peoples left. Pass this.
All right,
Nikki's
Nikki,
first.
All right.
keep looking. Help us out.
Okay. Here we go.
Look at this one. It's got a
Yeah,
vote already.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. So I pay another cube.
Yep.
Look at this one that has a vote on it.
Yep. The vote goes back after you look at it.
Okie dokie.
Sideways.
Sideways, sorry.
And?
We want to kill that one.
Nice!
Ah,
We
Sweet.
we really do.
too
Okay.
bad we don't have a hunter.
Yeah, I know. We really want to kill that one.
I got it.
Okay.
There's not many rolls left.
Well, if you're the werewolf, this might be the time to
That's why
take
you
the
should have
bodyguard.
waited until after his turn to say
No,
what
I
to
like
do with
it.
that.
I like it.
No.
It just gets it out of the way. Here's what convinced
If
me
she
that you were the
waited-
werewolf, by the way. When you took the mayor and gave him to me.
Why?
Because you go first the next round and it gave you the only seer action for the round. And I thought you were being cagey, like as the... If I,
just
were the
wanted to
werewolf...
get it as far away from the werewolf
If I
as
were the
possible.
werewolf, I would want the only seer action. Right? I would absolutely want the only seer action
Okay.
available.
Yeah, sure.
That's why I saw it. Here's what sucks. We're going to have to vote for stuff, whether we like it or not.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that sucks.
That's what sucks about the game sometimes. But we know that these are villagers, so we have a 1 out of 3 shot. You take villager, I take villager, and we can choose one. We don't even need to do that, really. We can still outnumber the werewolf votes.
All right. Or do I just take the prince at this point so I have stuff?
Yeah.
Right? I think at this point I just want cubes.
I'm going to take this then. Wait, if I don't take that, this is going to go to Lincoln. Is that important?
No.
Okay. Here's what we should do. I'm taking 2 and I'm using 1.
Why are you putting on that?
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Because
Wow.
Yeah.
That would have been interesting if we accidentally shuffled 2 werewolf
I was
cards.
thinking-
No, we didn't. I know we didn't.
Okay. All right, Nikki.
We can win the game if either one of these is a werewolf. Everyone vote for this card, it'll die. Then we hand this row, this column, the only remaining one column will all die at night. The werewolf will have only that choice.
Okay.
So if any one of these is a werewolf, and we know that one of the 3 is, game over. Well, close to it anyway.
Go for it, Nikki P.
Okay.
Yeah, vote for that guy. What?
It doesn't matter. You're going to vote for here, right?
Oh, I still get a vote.
This now keeps votes on it.
All right. Oh, look, it's a werewolf.
No, there's
Not
one more to
technically.
go.
This could be shuffled before anything happens. Nikki, I think you should choose that single. Oh no, now we know that's a villager.
It has to be. There's only one werewolf
But
left.
she has to choose a
She
column.
has to choose a column. But you don't want to give him the choice of these.
You figure out which one
You know
want.
what this is. You know what this is. You know what this is. Well, you know what these 2 are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still think you have to choose the single column, right?
No, you choose this column.
Why?
The werewolf, it will die regardless.
Because
Yeah.
then the last remaining card in that column is the werewolf.
No. Then they will create a new random column
yeah,
by
okay,
combining
fair
the 2 ones.
That makes sense.
You can't isolate.
You're
a
right. Just
werewolf.
sacrifice this guy and
Yeah.
see what happens.
Plus, then we can skip the whole phase of looking. Of,
Okay.
Here's what's going to happen, though. It's just going to keep bodyguarding and bodyguarding. This is going to be fun.
well, that's
We'll see,
why,
we'll see.
That's why someone should have mayored this one.
Nah, whatever.
Oh, we killed the mayor. We can no
Oh.
longer change the Inquisitor
Are
order.
you kidding?
Oh, that's bad for us.
I know.
actually. That's awesome.
It is bad for us. Oh wait, we should take another one of these out. I think so. Now we have
Yeah.
only those 4 people left in the village.
Oh my God.
This passes.
Yeah, that goes. To
Hey, good thing I put votes here.
Yeah, maybe.
No, not. I'm an idiot.
Oh right.
I can't replace. There's no vote on that one, right? Can I bodyguard without any keys?
Sure. Yeah. You don't. It doesn't have to
think
have
you
those,
can.
right?
I have
I
to
think
do
you
it.
totally can.
Yeah.
You guys want to rejigger it is what you want to do, but
We can't, right?
We can't. No.
Wow.
Wait.
and this will shift to you though. At least you can take the bodyguard away from me.
Right.
Right. Wow, this is going to be close.
Oh.
It is going to be close, right?
What?
Can I think I can legally say this. I think.
Well, we'll call
We
the
might
police.
break the game, I'm not sure.
We want to call the police.
We want to kill this one.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
I
does it
love
take
that.
the bodyguard out
I
of the game.
love that.
Of course you can say
That's
that.
genius. You're absolutely allowed to say that. I'll take one. Oh, wait. You have no votes, right, Aaron?
No, but
No, I don't want to take
you
votes
want
away
to leave
from
that
you.
for me.
I don't want
sure.
to take votes away from you. Well, here,
I should
will.
have said that last turn.
I
I'm
will
retarded.
take the
That's okay.
attempt to sear and not do the action and take the ask.
No,
I'll do
no.
it. I'll do it.
All right, fine.
Let's just see what this is.
Well, by
It
process
doesn't
of
matter.
elimination, we almost know what it is,
I just
right?
want to know. No, I don't know. You two know what
You're
those
right.
cards
You're
are.
right. I know what this is too. Hanabi style. I know what these are.
Go ahead.
It's got to be that.
Go ahead.
I guess I'll take 2 and put one of them on. Do we want to kill this? We want to kill
Yes,
that one.
we
Okay.
do.
Yeah.
So then I take the prince and get 4.
And then Lincoln starts the votes.
Whoa!
Watch this. It's great.
This is
He gets to decide the tie. Oh, there's not going to
No,
be
there's
a tie.
not going to be a tie.
I thought it was going to be a tie.
Is it the bodyguard? It is.
It is. All right, Link, choose a row. You absolutely. Oh no,
Just want to
you
kill
don't.
that one.
Yeah.
It's dead.
No, you don't want to kill that row.
No. Yeah.
You want to leave. Well, it doesn't matter, right?
It doesn't matter.
Here's the reason you wouldn't want to kill that row, because it's got 3 votes on it, right? And you want those votes to stay for
Yeah.
next round.
Yeah.
Okay.
But here's the problem. The problem is if you picked this row. So let's say you pick this row and you kill whatever this is.
Well, I don't think I want to kill that one. Isn't that the werewolf?
No.
No,
it's
this is the werewolf.
Okay.
So if let's say you pick this row, then these would be shuffled and returned, but the problem is because this is horizontal, we'll always know in the new column which one is the werewolf
Right.
and be able to vote on it.
But since there's already 3 votes,
I wanna do
will we
that.
be able to get it?
I want to hope that I can survive.
Yes.
So this is how I want to
Yes.
do it.
So you kill this guy.
You're right, we will. We're going to win by the
Oh,
skin of our
I
teeth.
told you.
You kill this here,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? Mm-hmm. Wait, that was weird.
No, that's right.
It was correct.
Okay, so
We passed that around. We're totally shortcutting this thing.
Fine.
We passed it around. Lincoln put the seer on the bottom.
so
It was
the
killed.
apprentice seer is gone.
Yes.
So this roll is out. So go ahead and put your rolls back. This goes to me.
And now most of us are going to have
Do you have
to
votes?
pass. No.
You have no votes.
I
No.
have 3, but only one.
We're only going to win because
do you have a
have
vote?
the tiebreaker.
And do you have a vote?
Yes.
You vote, I place
Yes.
2.
So I need to take the prince so that you can vote twice.
Right.
Done.
So, 2 and 1 goes on here.
Right.
And then they both have to just take 2 votes.
You
by
pass for
passing, right?
2. Correct.
Okay.
Boom.
And boom. And then you break the tie. We win by the skin
Wow.
of our teeth.
That was closer than you thought it was going to be, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew I had to reveal myself.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think
that's
there's
why,
a
right,
perfect
as
reason
soon
why
as
you
you
should.
said,
That was great.
when you looked at
this
that card
actually,
and said, we want to
this
save that
actually
guy,
worked
I
out in
was
a
like,
way that you,
I
it might have
almost
worked for you.
I was like half
Especially
a second
'cause
from
I was
saying,
about
wait,
60-40.
Don't say anything yet.
Yeah.
Because then you gave him basically, he had to protect that werewolf.
Yeah.
Or you said we want to kill this guy.
Yeah.
And then I knew you were going to reveal yourself. You took a
had
little
to.
bit of time to think about it, but I was like,
was
I was
great,
half
though.
a second from saying, don't say anything.
In a way, I'm glad you didn't, only because we got to see that part of the game play out. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
Like there
Or
was something.
like a Cylon reveal.
Yeah,
in
actually,
Battlestar
I actually
Galactica,
blew it though
yeah.
because I thought that killing that werewolf was going to rejigger everything.
What did you think was going to...
I killed a
he
werewolf.
killed the werewolf on purpose to rejigger
early
the,
on,
but it's only
to
the vertical
rejigger
ones.
the information.
Right, I see. Right.
So I would not have killed that had I
Sure, that makes
misunderstood
sense.
that because
Yeah.
I
That makes
wanted
sense.
I wanted to foul up you guys' information as soon as possible.
I just figured that was you had no choice. There were 2 werewolves
No,
in
it was
the
one.
stack.
I mean, I knew that row, and
He did it just to get the information out, which I think is a smart move. If that's, I feel bad because obviously, you thought that's what would happen. It's
okay.
But for what it's worth, the rules at the end also say that that with fewer players like this, it's actually slightly harder for the werewolves to win.
I would imagine so because you
And
don't
I-
have anybody helping you at all.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I think part of the reason I was able to get through the first game was it was just a new game and we didn't really kind of know what we were doing. So a lot of the subtleties of what was happening versus not what was happening. But this is really cool, huh?
No, it's really cool. It's
Yeah.
totally
I
got
like
the
it.
werewolf
Yep.
elements.
It really
it
does
does.
have the whole feel, the strategic decisions, the trying to
Right.
get the slightest bit of information.
I also like that you don't really have to worry about the rolls
Right.
after a while. It's like it doesn't matter, right?
Right.
It was really becoming obvious. I'm like, shoot, I'm in trouble.
You know, it's funny because again, I was about 60% Aaron, 40% you. Your very first move told me you were a villager.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, I know Nikki's a villager.
Well,
Obviously,
why?
I know I'm a villager.
Why? What did she do? Just
She
she looked
said
at the
that
card.
she looked at the
right?
card
She
and said, we
looked at
don't
that.
want her to
She
die.
looked at the card and was very clear about not wanting. I don't know. No. What did you do?
No, that was the
I looked at
first
the card
turn.
and I
Yes.
said, we do not want this to die.
Right. Now, if she's
Because
a
that's
werewolf,
just
she's
the
going to do the same
apprentice.
thing.
That's
I
what
should've
you did
just-
on your first
The
werewolf
problem is
turn,
I,
basically.
I wanted to take the hunter so bad, but I'm like, at that point in time, I'm like, I cannot reveal myself.
Right.
I can't.
I think you revealed yourself at the right time.
I
Yeah,
had
I
to wait
agree.
as long
You
as
totally
Especially
did.
because until you revealed yourself, I still had it in my mind that it could have been Aaron.
Yeah.
Just 'cause
When
I'm
you took
so-
this, that's what flipped me out. I'm like, wow, he put that in front of me. Now, what you were doing was skipping Lincoln, but in my mind, what you were doing was getting control for the next round, and I was like, that's very sneaky. What I like about this is that it's similar in how it plays out the same way that the Resistance does, in that you're always in the game to the end, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
No one gets killed.
Nobody's out.
Right.
And yet,
No
it doesn't
elimination.
feel anything to me like the Resistance.
No, it's
which is
a
what
it's
I like
werewolf.
about it. It
feels
is
a lot
It's
like werewolf,
ridiculously
yes.
werewolf. It's
Yeah.
really neat.
Yeah.
And I think.
kinda-
Go ahead.
I like that there's this is sort of new and an added piece to werewolf, that there's a little bit of an economy of the votes here.
And
Like
the
you
role,
can
the roles,
gain and
taking
lose the
roles
votes.
is awesome.
Yeah, it's really neat.
It's
Every-
when I
Right,
read
that
the
you
designer
always
jar,
have
I'm
the
like, oh
chance
my
to-
god, that's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Because it's werewolf, but your role is not as critical because you have other things that are gonna let you do stuff.
Right.
It means that as the werewolves, you're not blind.
I didn't even thought
right?
about this, but-
because you can be a seer.
Right.
I mean, it's really awesome.
On an emotional level, right? You get to be a special character.
Yeah.
So there's some people that play werewolves and when
They're
they go,
always
oh,
the
villager.
villager.
Oh,
Always a
no,
villager.
I'm just a simple ordinary villager. Wow, I don't know who's going to get that joke, but another thing that we didn't discuss because I put out the basic setup for the first game that you play this, okay? Each of these cards, if you want to hold that one up to say the camera, hold these two up to the camera, like sort of with those numbers showing.
Okay.
Each of the cards has plus minus. The werewolves are all -6, and the other cards are sort of plus 0
values
or minus.
they are.
Correct. And what the game says is that you pick as many werewolves as you want in the game. It sort of suggests how many werewolves should be in the game, and then you balance it out so you get to as close to 0 as you can.
By
Okay.
placing.
So in this
The
case,
right
we had
number
4
of
werewolves,
powerful
which were -6,
characters.
so that was minus 24 points. And this actually is 24 points worth of whatever. But if you want a harder game for the werewolves, you have more of a negative number for your total.
Right.
And if you want a harder game for the harder game for the villagers, sorry, I got
play.
that backwards. And that is also how you can mix and match, because there's other characters that we did not play with. Okay, the wolf cub, cursed, masons. Sorcerer, the troublemaker. Like the troublemaker is a -5.
But she's a villager?
Troublemaker like mixes up the board and screws around with things, but she's a roll, right? None of them are villagers.
Oh, yeah,
they're
I
just
see what you're
rolls.
saying, yeah.
I can't remember what the wolf cub does. The cursed becomes like a werewolf if a certain situation
Wolf Cub,
happens.
I think, is a double kill.
It's
In the real game, what is
if you in the real
I looked at the
werewolf,
other
if you
card.
kill a cub, the werewolf is like crazy angry and gets to kill 2 villagers.
Oh yeah, lynched cub causes 2 werewolf kills.
Yeah.
it? Oh yeah.
So you
go ahead and read
lynch it
the
during the
rules.
day.
They're right
Yeah.
there.
All right.
Read them all out.
That's village.
it never even
werewolf.
occurred to me. I'm so dumb.
Cursed, you take 4 cubes. Cursed may become a werewolf.
Right. If a certain situation happens,
Yeah.
Okay. The sorcerer, view any horizontal villager, then take and place 2 cubes on it.
so you get to look at it, but you
inspect
must.
it, but you make it much more likely to die.
Right.
The mason pays 2 cubes to view
So you pay 2 cubes and you get to look at someone else's down
identity card.
Yes.
Wow.
But remember, identity is not as critical in this version of the
True.
game than in regular Werewolf, right? Like if I looked at Lincoln and knew you were the werewolf, I still don't know where the werewolves are here necessarily, right?
And the troublemaker pays a cube to shuffle a line of
A
villagers.
line, not a column.
Not a
A
a line?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
The line.
What if there are votes on
Are you sure
them?
that's not a row?
Do they get removed or do they?
That's neat. But yeah, that's
I'm
the
looking
problem.
this
I mean,
up.
I thought
he's saying a row
votes
instead.
held the card in place, and those were turned sideways. So I'm like, okay, those are gonna get shuffled, and it didn't. Right? I mean, because to me, if you guys don't have that information, it's better. But I was screwed.
Here's what happens. The troublemaker is troublemaker. So here's what you do. You take all the votes off the cards in a line,
Yeah.
and you leave them in the holes. If there are any vertical cards or horizontal cards in that row, you pick them up. Then you shuffle all the cards. Then you randomly put them back vertically. So horizontal cards turn vertical, and they get the votes from the place that was there.
Wow.
That's a troublemaker.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so that would be something the werewolf would want probably occasionally.
But there's
Maybe.
gotta be a reason that the town people would also choose this sometimes, right?
Yeah. I mean, when there's probably werewolves, there's more werewolves in the game, and they're able to actually
and
do
you're
some
trying
stuff.
to save the seer or
Right.
something.
Right. They
And
know where the
would-
series
Right.
need to move them around.
Also, it gives you a 2/3 chance of getting a card out of a column, if that's important to you.
Right.
It's really too bad Nikki wasn't the werewolf in the first game, because I thought for sure, I'm like, wow, she's killing us. She's gonna kill us.
I was feeling out the game.
I know.
This is really, really
It's
cool.
really
Yeah,
cool.
it's pretty cool.
I really want to play it now with a lot of people.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm curious
I wanna
as to
see how it
see,
plays.
right?
If there's-
Because this is probably huge, right? I mean, one of the things about, like, for example, let's say we were playing an 8-player game, and let's say I was worried about Nikki. I could take the mayor on my part, and then I could give Nikki that, so that on the turn afterwards, she gets last pick of the rolls, which means she'll probably get whatever the dregs are, or maybe nothing.
Yeah.
When
Right.
when there
Right.
when
When
there
the
are
game's
when there are
nearing it.
fewer than say
Sure.
8 rolls. Additionally, she votes last, which can sometimes be an advantage, but can sometimes be a disadvantage, right?
Are there always 12 cards on the
Yes.
layout?
Yes.
It's neat to me that they
So in-
actually keep coming up with these great games,
Yeah.
all kind of like similarly, like Coup and
Resistance.
Resistance.
Yeah.
They're really cool. They've got some neat stuff happening where they they take the elements of Werewolf and really kind of go wild with it. This is really neat. I mean, it's definitely tough, especially when you're the only werewolf. But
I don't know how long it took them to actually develop this.
it was a while.
It was.
The designer diary is pretty great. I guess.
Is it online?
Legend was, yes, it's on BGG. Dan was trying to get Ted to look at it, and Ted didn't really want to look at the game, right? And then finally, I guess he finally looked at it, and then had some problems and put it aside, and then came back to, he had his own games to worry about, right? Because he had a couple games he was developing. Then I guess he had some time or something happened, and he actually cracked whatever nut he was having a problem with. And
well, whoever, I mean, it plays really well.
Yeah.
So whatever the development process was,
well, Dan
worked.
was really adamant that he felt it was really good. You know, I mean, he had it because his deal was he was frustrated that there was everybody had come up to where the werewolf games are happening, and there wouldn't be enough people in their mind to play werewolf.
Right.
So what he wanted was werewolf with less players till the real werewolf
And no
games
player
started.
elimination.
Yeah,
either.
until the werewolf game actually started, and
Right.
this has a lot of it. I mean, I'm really eager to play this with the group.
Yeah.
And see how it plays
That's
out.
funny because I have the opposite problem when I'm at conventions and stuff. The werewolf games are way too big.
Yeah, of
They're
course.
like 20 plus players, and it just takes forever, and it's nuts. Like for me, an ideal number of players for just not werewolf is like 13 to 15. That's about what I want.
Yeah.
But this also still like I would play this with 10.
Well, and
So
it's,
there you go.
it's
You
and
got
it's like you
13
said,
and
you're
up,
not
you
the
play werewolf.
You're not
12
the
and less,
villager the
you
whole
play this.
damn game, right? That's what's really cool
Right,
about
or
that.
fewer.
Giving you those roles means you get more interaction, and you're not just a villager just hanging on for your dear
I
life. Trying
completely
to
agree.
It's actually kind of almost more compelling than werewolf, but there's a whole psychological.
But it's a different game, right?
No, there's
Werewolf
a
is
whole
a different
trying to.
game.
Yeah, exactly. It's definitely a different game. Some people really thrive on the.
Well, and it's not for everybody, right?
I like
No.
how
There are
they
absolutely
keep it
people out there who
No, this is
never
much-
play a werewolf
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, this is much
Big
more,
female, because
much
they
more
want
inviting
Well, yeah.
to those
Right.
types of
This
players.
one's pretty
I mean,
sexy,
people
too.
that are playing all those other
That's
games
that's a Halloween costume
now,
mix right there.
Coup
Yeah,
and all that. This is
absolutely.
a deeper game than that. It's got more than those games do.
Also, even though I kind of
It's not necessarily as succinct, but it's still.
even though I made a mistake on that very first turn and it ultimately didn't bite me in the butt, if you guys had found out I was a werewolf, it would have
It
been.
doesn't make it-
It
it's
would have
not
been
a huge
okay. It
deal.
would have been like, okay, now they know I'm. It's sort
Well, it
of
would
like-
have changed
right,
your game.
well, like-
right,
Just like it did for me.
right. But in the real game, if you find out I'm a werewolf, I'm out of the
Yeah,
game,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
And what's neat was I'm
In
still in the
this-
game. It's just my game changes
In
now.
a 10-player game, we're like, okay, Dave's a werewolf, and I still don't know the other 3.
right.
And you can't kill them.
Right.
You have to
just
work
have
on the roles to
work
try.
on marginalizing them and not
yeah.
giving them good
Exactly.
choices
Oh
on
my
their
God, I
turns.
never thought about that. In a multiplayer game, you got to really pay attention to the voting, right? Which is kind of like real werewolf,
Right.
Because if you find out that I'm a werewolf, and you can go back and go, who voted with Dave on these cards? When Dave placed a cube here, who jumped
Yeah,
the
but dude,
bandwagon?
I was losing
Oh,
track
right.
of that
Well,
stuff as
that's
it was.
the
I was
same as in a
trying.
real
It
werewolf.
is kind of, but it's
I think it's a little easier in the real werewolf because you've got less. There's all kinds of different.
Yeah,
other
but
things
that
to
one
pay
game that
attention
we
to.
played that was
Yeah, we're not talking
was a
about
big
that.
deal.
We're not
You
talking
were-
about that. No,
I
no,
was able to argue
not
the
talking about
thumbs up
that.
and down thing, right?
Legendary werewolf.
No, Legend Dan Hoffman, I think is what you meant.
That was a terrible game. It was great that we won, but it was terrible. Oh my gosh,
Well, there you go.
that was awesome.
That's
Think-
Ted
that's Ted
Osbach's
Osbach's
Ultimate Werewolf Inquisition,
Inquisition.
a standalone game by Legend Dan Hoffman.
Thanks a lot.
Yay.
That's awesome.
Yay.